Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is the Wednesday check-in. It is December 24th, 2025, and if you celebrate, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever it is that applies to you, Happy Yule. So yeah. You know the rest about following me on all that other stuff. So let's get into it, shall we? So, with today being December 24th, Christmas Eve, I just wanted to say how thankful I am for each and every one of you who have followed me throughout the year. Those of you who have been around longer, thank you for staying around. And those of you who are new, welcome. And I hope to continue to see your presence on my channel or all my other social medias. So let's get right into it, shall we? The other day, I got myself what is turning out to be one of the coolest things in the world. You know, for me right now, because I'm easily amused. At first glance, it doesn't look like much, but this is the Mario Kart for Mario Live Home Circuit. So this right here is a camera, and this connects to your Nintendo Switch, and as you're playing your Switch, you get to see through this camera. So like you get to see everything from this high up off the ground in your house. And oops, I just accidentally turned it on. And it's USB-C, and it looks like that's all it is. I don't know what these. I think that it's a little broken on the sides here, but when this first came out, this whole system was like $120, like $120 or more, and I just happened to be going to Goodwill, and I found it for $4.99 on sale. So I ended up getting this for $1. No, I got it for $2.75 plus tax to $3 after taxes or whatever. But I was really skeptical. I was like, you know what? If it doesn't work, not a big deal. I'll take it back, trade it in, do whatever, and get the money that I spent on it, and maybe find a Funko Pop or something. But got it home, charged it up, got the software downloaded on my Nintendo Switch, and I have been playing with it in my house and chasing my cat with it, and it has been so much fun and is even more of an incentive to clean some of the parts of my house that need to be desperately cleaned. But I'm planning on bringing this with me to Christmas tomorrow, and my niece has all hardwood flooring throughout the whole house, and so I want to bring it and play around with it in her house, and I'll bring my Switch and everything and let everyone else, play around with it. I'm going to clean it up a little bit because I just got it a couple of days ago. Excuse me, I know you're not chewing on the Christmas tree. Go on. Go. Stupid cat. He's like, well, you chased me with a stupid little toy car. But, yeah. So this whole thing came with like a bunch of other stuff, like these little gates and little power-ups and stuff that when this sees it, it actually lights up in the game or what have you. And people have reproduced it, and Nintendo themselves have giving people the ability to do a printout for recreating your gates and your power-ups in the game. So they have a Luigi and a Mario one. Now I want to get the Luigi one, just so that I have both of them. And when I'm not playing it, I'm just going to set it up on one of my Funko Pop display shelves. But stupid, fun, and cool. And this this little camera right here, it's probably at least a 3 to 5 megapixel camera. There's no descriptors about it whatsoever on any of the Nintendo sites, like how strong it is or whatever, but it's really good quality, especially for a toy. So there's a part of me that can see why this was so damn expensive. Continues to be expensive. You can find just the carts on eBay or whatever, but they're like $60-$70. I'm like, bro, I'm not paying $70 when it's coming in as untested and all this other stuff. Like, why are you buying shit and not being able to test it out to make sure that it actually works so that you can charge a bigger price for it? Like, that makes no sense to me. But whatever. This is definitely one of those like novelty Switch items. I don't know if this is going to work with a brand new Switch 2 Mario Kart World or not. But I don't have a Switch 2 yet, so this is what I do have, and I am loving this stupid thing. One thing, though, it is not very powerful. It's back wheel driven, so it works really well on flat surfaces. But if you have any kind of like rugs or anything with just a little bit of lip on it, it's not going to get up and over that. And I don't know if they sell like little studded tires to give it better traction or not. Like I said, I literally just got this a couple of days ago. I do know that the tires are removable, so I'm assuming that you might be able to get another set of tires or take it to like a hobby store and get like the little nubby tires so you can take it outside. I want to try it outdoors, but right now it's been raining and I don't want to get this all wet and possibly ruin it. But yeah, stupid fun for $5 for less than $5, and I'm gonna be keeping my eye open for more of these. Just because my niece has a Switch and my sister has a Switch, and we all have Mario Kart. I don't know if my niece has Mario Kart or not, but you don't need Mario Kart. You just need the free Home Life Circuit game, and then you sync it up and whatever else. So, anyways, way more than what I wanted to talk to you guys and explain about that, but anyways, yeah, I've got the majority of my Christmas shopping done, and I don't think that I'm going to be able to get any more done in the next, 7 hours. So I'm just gonna call it good with what I got, and if I need anything else, well, I'm just gonna need that stuff, and I can get it later, or just call it good with what I have. I've been thankful, fortunate, and blessed that I have been able to get the items that I have gotten. And I let my niece open one of her presents last night. And of course, she, in true to form fashion, goes for the biggest item. And she's like, I want the big box. I want the big box. I was like, okay, honey, you can have the big box. And so I just used an old Amazon box, and it was like one of their bigger boxes, which worked out perfectly. My niece curates her home to look like something out of like Simply Modern magazine or Homes and Garden. And one of her aesthetic things that she likes and also utilizes is books. So she loves having like old books, and she wanted some of the classics like Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn, so on and so forth. But she's got like this wide variety of topics that she loves to read about. Everything from like random documentaries and history all the way up to like art portfolio books. So I tried to do a little something where I incorporated all of those. I got her a couple of the classics. I think I got her Oliver Oliver Twist. I know is one of them, and then the other one I want to say was like Huckleberry Finn or something like that. You know, the classics. Um, Not in a classic case like Dust Jacket or whatever, but more of a newer modern classic look to the book. And then I got her a 3-book in one, which is one of my favorite series, is the Anne Rice Vampire Chronicles. They came out with a book that has Interview with the Vampire Lestat, and the Queen of the Damned all in one book. And I have for years tried to get her to read those books, and when I read them to her, she really enjoyed them when she was little. And so at one point I had all of them in hardbound, like all 30, yeah, all 27 or all 30 of them in hardbound copies. Back in the day when we had half.com, that's where I did all of my book shopping. And so I was able to get hardbound books for 75 cents plus $3 shipping and handling, and it came out to like $5 a book. And that's where like most of the books that you see on that shelf back over there came from. I have that bookshelf, this bookshelf right here, and then there's a whole nother bookshelf in my middle dungeon bedroom thing. I call it the dungeon because that's where everything that is it visible in the living room ends up is in that room. And then, yeah, that whole room is just a nightmare. But so yeah, half price or half.com used to have movies and music and books for like stupid cheap amounts of money. And then eBay decided to do away with it. And I belong to thrift books and half price books, but I can't get the same deals as what I used to be able to on half.com. And then you search a book on Amazon or on eBay now, and you just cannot find a good deal. But so yeah, she was really excited. And like one of the books that I got her that I thought was kind of fun and cheeky was a it was a Stephen Hawking's book, and it was his A Brief Time in History, or Brief History of Time, or something like that. And she's like, wow, you like covered quite a genre stretch here. And we found that one of the books had somebody's old bank statement shoved into there, and it was one day after her birth, but about 15 years before she was born. So it was 1987, and she was born in 2001. So whatever that equates out to. And so we had a good laugh at that. She's like, "Huh, I wonder if I could cash this," because it had a check attached to it or whatever. But that was pretty cool. And yeah. What else is going on? I have been in a hibernation mode lately because my mental health took a huge swan dive, and um, I'm very thankful that it happened now and not last year, because I would not be making this video if it was last year. Um, but, I'm working through that. I'm feeling a lot better and starting to see like a little bit of an uptick in my general like mood or what have you. So, yeah. But during that time period, I have been playing on my Nintendo Switch a lot. I have been, the game that I'm focusing on right now is my Hogwarts Legacy game, and I am trying to get 100 across all of the different parts. And if you play Hogwarts Legacy, let me know if this has happened to you, especially on the Switch. In your completed things, your challenges or whatever, when it comes to herbology, it says that I have 15 out of 16 herbs, but when you count all the boxes, all 16 are there, but it's not registering as having all 16, and there's no open boxes. So if you have had that issue, please let me know. I haven't Google searched to see how to fix it or whatever. But the challenges that I'm working on right now is getting I have one more wand handle that I need to get. Have no freaking clue as to where to even look for this goddamn thing, but I am revisiting every dungeon, every place that I have been before, in hopes of finding it, because there was a lot of times when I didn't have all of the slots opened for inventory or what have you, or for your gear, which also pisses me off because it keeps telling me that I need to do more Merlinian trials in order to open up more things, but I've done every single freaking trial in the game, and there's no way to open anything more up. And even if you delete it out of your inventory, it still does a placeholder. So I don't know. I'm just having to go through, and if I open up a chest or go to get a collected item and it doesn't allow me to have it because my inventory is full or my gear is full, I just delete it out of the thing and open it back up and take it anyways. And there is so many places that I thought I had done that, going back through it, like with a fine-tooth comb, opening up the map, zooming in, like, okay, I need to go to this little part, like over by Fieldcroft or whatever. Then, let me do all of the little dungeons and all the things there. And Revelio is like my number one thing, because as I'm flying on my broomstick, I'm Revelio, just trying to see what I can find in the area that I may have just glanced over at one point or another. I still have to try to win 2 or 3 balloon races, which I'm hoping will, if I'm able to do it, because it's really difficult for me to control it when I'm flying fast. But anyways, once I'm done with that, I'm hoping that I will be able to get one of the wand handles and at least a conjuration item or something. So yeah, I'm like totally focused on that and grinding away, and I am really hoping that Santa Claus brings me another video game, because I'm getting a little tired of that particular game. And then I have to, once I finish 100, like getting everything 100 on my first character, I then have to turn around and play my second character, because for whatever reason, the game developers decided that only Hufflepuff can do quests like go to Azkaban and whatever else. And that kind of sucks. Like, it's open-ish world, but there's still parts of it where you can't fly into or fly over. There's this barrier that shows up, so you can't go past it. In a true open world, you maybe wouldn't have that barrier. Like, there's no reason why you should not be able to fly a broom into Hogsmeade. Like, that. And it would make life so much easier if you were able to fly when you are inside of Hogwarts, because walking up and down those goddamn stairs and just trying to find your way through the castle in general is a bitch and a half. But anyways, enough of my gaming geekiness. I'm looking forward to Friday because I have started watching a TV show called Heated Rivalry, which is based on a book by the same name. It's the second book in the series. And I just went through and got all 6 books the other night, or last night, and put them on my Kindle. So I am excited to start reading the books and see how they compare to the TV show. I have a lot of books on here right now. On this Kindle, I'm reading The Neverending Story. On my other Kindle, what am I reading on that one? I think I'm reading Wild or Fried Green Tomatoes. I can't remember, but I got these for $1.99 each at Goodwill, and yeah, they're a little bit older, but they still work. And I downloaded the books, and then put them onto my Kindle, so I have them to read. And I like taking that with me when I have to go to like doctor's offices or have places where I'm going to be waiting for an extended period of time. So I have really kind of dived into my personal technology, like my Kindle, my iPod, when I go out and about, just not because I want to be antisocial, but just because that's the one time, like while I'm sitting on the bus, that I don't have to like focus on conversations. I don't have to focus on anything in particular. I could just blop, blop and turn on my audiobook. And so on my iPod, I am listening to Interview with a Vampire. And then on my Amazon Echo Dot, or Amazon in general, I am listening to The Help. So, yeah. What else is going on? I'm playing around with the idea of taking 3 or 4 weeks off of social media, even doing the YouTube channel and the podcast and everything, just to kind of do like a technology, social media cleanse. But I don't know that I'm actually going to do that, because it's the only way that I have to really get a hold of certain friends and family members. And yeah, it's something I would like to do. I just don't know that I'm going to do it right now. But starting in 2026, I am really going to try to get more goal oriented for like my fitness challenges, and really starting to get more into hiking and backpacking. Like I want to do a hike and like I want to do a hike and a camp out at least 2 times a month. And just packing up all of my camping stuff and heading out, walking as far as I can walk that day, and then setting up, just setting up, and then calling it good, and living out of my backpack for 24 to 48 hours, and then turning around and hiking back, and then coming home. So, yeah, that's something I really want to do. So, anyways, everyone, I am going to let you go because I realize that I am now almost 30 minutes into this video. So if you're still watching, thank you so very much. I have a dental appointment on Monday. So depending on what they do Monday will it will impact what I do or don't do Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'll try to make some kind of video letting you all know what's up. But anyways, thank you so much. Like, subscribe, follow, do all that other stuff. And happy holidays to you and your family. Be safe, drive safe. Don't be a Karen. And I hope that you're blessed and highly favored. So talk to y'all later. Bye, everyone.